Witch Hat Atelier's anime adaptation feels impossible in the best way. If you're familiar at all with Kamome Shirahama's manga, you know that the most frequent praise the series receives is for its incredibly intricate and inventive use of paneling. It is likely the first thing you will see discussed whenever anyone talks about the series, and for good reason. As far as using comics as a medium goes, Witch Hat is in a league of its own, a meta love letter to the craftsmanship of making manga. To be honest, I wasn't sure that a TV adaptation could ever do this art style justice. After all, how do you adapt something so intrinsically linked to the physical page into an entirely different medium? But with the first 3 episodes out, I think we have our answer. This isn't just a translation, it's a transformation. The first thing anyone will notice about this show is just how gorgeous the world building is. Shirahama's world truly comes to life with incredible mood and color design that manages to capture the essence of a grand, noble adventure. It toes an impossible line, looking like a colorful pastel Miyazaki film one moment and a dark, hyper-feminine masterpiece the next. Even in these early episodes, there are moments of pure visual spectacle, specifically the action sequences that are animated with such flair they look like they belong in a top-tier battle shonen. The scene where Chifri saves Coco from the petrification spell is a masterclass in weight and impact. Press pause at the right moment, and you think you are in the middle of a high-stakes fight from Jujutsu Kaisen. And that isn't just because the Gojo Chifri comparisons are going to be the most overused joke of 2026. It's because Bug Films is treating magic with the kinetic energy it deserves. But it's not just the explosive action that makes this work. It's the subtler, intangible details. Yuka Kitamura's score does a massive amount of heavy lifting here. If you pay close attention, music only enters the scene when magic is involved on screen. It's a brilliant bit of subtlety that underscores how wondrous magic is. Coco's ordinary life is quiet and grounded, but magic adds an entirely additional layer to reality. This audio design makes magic feel genuinely occult, and at times, low-key disturbing. We see this in the animation of pedestrian actions too, like the way Coco cuts fabric. It's animated with such precision that it acts as meta subtext. The steady hand required for craftsmanship is the same hand required for magic. The anime treats a simple pair of scissors with the same reverence as a grand elemental spell. By the time we hit episode 3, the series really settles into its emotional core. This is where we see the training wheels come off, as the story balances the whimsical wonder of the Atelier with the devastating realization of Coco's mistake. The loss of her mother drives the entire plot forward, and the anime gives that grief the room it needs to breathe. It's reminiscent of the early chapters of Full Metal Alchemist, where a protagonist is caught between two worlds, one foot in the mundane and one foot in a complex, fair, but often dangerous system of magic. The pacing here is excellent. It doesn't rush to the next fight, instead focusing on the ethical burden of the unknowing and the heavy price of keeping magic a secret. The most impressive part of this adaptation remains how Bug Films handled the unadaptable manga layouts. The opening sequence is a literal flex, taking the manga covers and chapter titles and weaving them into a stunning, moving painting. By using a storybook papercraft motif, they found a way to give the anime full creative liberty without awkwardly forcing manga paneling into the middle of a scene. It feels completely intentional. Witch Hat Atelier has successfully completed the Fantasy Big 3 alongside Frieren and Dungeon Meshi, ushering in a new era of earnest high fantasy. It's a celebration of drawing, a celebration of animation, and a reminder that when you respect the source material this much, magic is real.